with some more escape velocity. I don't know. This is what happens when I get put in charge of things. I just say the first thing that comes to mind, and there you go. You just watched our intro video, which tells you a lot about what we do here on G Game Nights. Mostly tabletop content, pretty much every night of the week, every day except Wednesday at this point, and sometimes the occasional video game stream if we, have to cancel a stream for whatever reason. Um, let's see. Schedule is beneath our faces if you're here live on Twitch. And if you're watching after the fact, you should make sure to follow us on social media. Come join our Discord, follow us on Twitter. That is where we talk about and, let you know when we're doing things. This week should be pretty normal. Like I said before, Wednesday, tomorrow is going to be dark. Thursday is more of our Urban Shadows game with a little bit of Good Society, Elegant Creatures. Friday is our new full Good Society game, though they've hacked it a little bit. Neon Gods, that is inspired by The Wicked and the Divine. This Saturday is going to be Saturday Night Star Power, which is a Fate game in a super anime world. Sunday, we should be back with more of our Blades in the Dark game, Dusk Falls Dead. Our assassination attempt is going horribly, terribly wrong, because we're all professionals. And then Monday should be back with the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet, which is a D&D 5e game in the Strixhaven setting. And then that'll take us back around to Tuesday, which we will let you know what the plan is once we figure that out. Let's see. Other things. You can see there is a big glaring blank spot beneath my face. Unfortunately, Z is under the weather today, unable to join us, but we will miss her and try not to, form too many party bonds to the exclusion of her character Erstwhile. I think that's it in terms of administrative stuff for us. Let's go around and say who we are. So we'll start with David.
Yep, I'm David. You can find me here on Tuesday nights. Tonight I am GMing this wonderful crew. And yeah, that's about it.
All right. My face is next. Hi, I'm Alex, OMG It's Some Guy on the internets. I'm here Tuesdays, Thursdays, sometimes Saturdays, and Sundays, and then also Sunday nights over on LB's channel, doing stuff over there. And in today's game, I am playing Teddy, who is a bunny person, is a courtesan, and a partial psychic, partial warrior.
My face is next. I'm LB of LB Hack 'em Up and the LB Hack 'em Up realm. You can find me there a lot. Check my Twitter. You can also find me there. I'm playing Neith tonight. She is the expert technician. She's a mer person. That's me.
All right, that means my face is next, all alone down here on the overlay. I am Mecha or Mecha Spider at Mechalite Spider on Twitter. You can find me here today and only today. And also on my channel where I occasionally stream Valorant when my internet decides not to act up. And I am playing Scarra. He is the expert pilot.
So, it's been a little bit since we last played this. It's been a month because we had to skip our last scheduled session, but Z was determined that we not skip this time with her absence. So here we are. We're back again. And so, David, why don't you tell us what we're doing and what maybe a little of what happened last time.
All right, yeah. So last time your crew got together. You're on the planet of Pangea. You don't live on the continent of Pangea. You live on a giant-ass floating city on the ocean, name of Atlantis, because you guys aren't super creative in naming things over there. It has nothing to do with me. You had been hired to take this expedition to the continent and find an ancient weapons cache, some pre-tech weapons. They'd sell for buttload of money, and you'd you'd all be rich and retire and be great. Maybe buy your own ship. Do something crazy. You soon figured out that it was illegal, that you did not have the proper permits to go to the very dangerous continent of Pangaea. And on the flight over, you got attacked by some enormous crows. You handily killed them all, or killed most of them, and landed your expedition, going into the thick jungle of Pangaea, where all the psychic plants and animals are. You made your way to the weapons cache, and through an extremely good roll from Neith, you made your way into the bunker. You haven't gotten the weapons yet; they're separately locked up. But it's kind of nighttime. You decided that instead of camping outside, you'd camp in the bunker. You have the door mostly shut. It's kind of one of those sliding metal blast doors that is kind of built into this concrete bunker, and you kind of forced it. You got it unlocked. You forced it open, and you kind of had to force it back, but it's not 100% shut. You got all what you thought was all your equipment inside. It turns out the guy who hired you, Jimothy, he might have left a bag out, and while you were all kind of dreaming about the fantastic score that you had here, looking at all the stuff, you started hearing some rummaging outside, and a canine figure about the size of a horse was rummaging through Jimothy's bag. He kind of started freaking out and went to grab a gun and start shooting at this thing. He hasn't shot at it yet, but that's what he's planning on, it would seem. You've all been extensively warned that combat is very dangerous here, and that the animals are all very, very deadly and very insane and psychic. So they're not all psychic, but they're all pretty mutated, and many of them are psychic. And that's kind of where we leave off. I forget who was awake still.
I think we all were, or were.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain we were all.
Yeah.
Because I was going over inventory, so was everybody else. I'm pretty sure.
I think if you were asleep, I think you got woken up by the commotion. So right now it's the four of you, because we got Erstwhile is still here. Jimothy and Lagoshi, your anthropomorphic wolfman guide. And Jimothy is grabbing out his let me see what weapon Jimothy has. I believe it's a might be a void carbine. No, it's a mag pistol. Ooh, Jimothy don't play. All right. So he's pulling out his mag pistol. He kind of pumped himself up for a second, pulled out the mag pistol from his jacket, and is moving towards the door like he's going to shoot at this wolf through the crack in the door.
I'm going to grab his shoulder and be like, are you out? No, wait, that's not my voice. Are you outside of your mind? We've been told about this planet, right? We know what's on this planet. We do not want to fuck with what's on this planet. Get back inside and don't worry about your pack.
And is right. We must stay as quiet as we can.
Teddy will also go up to probably the other side and put a hand on the gun arm, but more forcefully than Teddy has probably previously displayed with his client, but is prepared to try and wrestle the gun away if necessary. because I
Okay.
assume Legoshi told us like do not shoot, like that's just gonna summon more beasties and such, right?
Yeah. Okay. I would like. I think Scarra. I'm gonna want a talk roll from you here.
I wish it was connect. No, I'm terrible at talk. Okay, let's see. No modifier.
Yep. Nope.
And attribute is charisma.
Yeah, go with charisma, or you could go intelligence if you'd prefer.
I'll
I
go
think you made
charisma
a
'cause
very
I just-
intelligent.
I just added a +1 to my charisma, so
Okay. Oh yeah, we didn't go
6.
over that.
No, we
Oh,
didn't. I think that's a
6.
fail. Is that fail? I don't know. I don't remember how rolls work.
No. So your 6 is usually the lowest DC of an acceptable like challenge. If you would need below a 6, there's no point in rolling. It's basically the way Stars Without Numbers categorizes it. I don't quite think Jimothy's pretty worked up. I'm gonna say he's not. That's not enough to get him to just back down.
Is he at least listening?
But he's kind of positioning and looking, and he just kind of does a like, you guys don't understand. We can't let him take that bag out of here.
What's
Like-
in that bag that's so important to you?
That's got my comm in it. I need that to contact the buyer that I have lined up. I can't just, maybe we could sell this stuff anyways, but the buyer's going to be a little pissed.
I just looked at the
If-
others.
Can I peek out the door and see if this creature is taking this bag, or what is the creature doing?
Right now, it's just kind of ripping into it.
Mhm.
Maybe
And
if we
looks like maybe there's some food in there that he's at that it's after.
perhaps if we
Perhaps-
took it to no, go ahead.
Perhaps if we offered it a distraction.
That was better than my plan. I was going to say
Like-
we take it to hand combat to, try and not get a blaster sound.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
I'm not the idea guy.
I'm gonna look around. Is there a large rock?
Probably not in the bunker.
Mhm.
It's kind of dusty in here. It's yeah, probably not. I don't think the overgrowth has like sort of broken its way into here yet. It's not just like made out of concrete. It looks like concrete, but it's some fancier material than that. But is
A loose
you guys
tool
got-
or something.
yeah, you guys got a bunch of stuff in here. You could grab like a big ass wrench and chuck it if you wanted to.
I think that is gonna be the plan. I don't know enough about the system to know what skill that's gonna be to suggest.
It's going to
who
be
shoots.
shoot.
So maybe one
Any
of,
ranged is always shoot.
gotcha. So one of the shooty folk should be the one to toss this wrench out.
I have a +1 to shoot. So
All right. So it is going to be it's not just a shoot roll because it's an attack, so you get your base attack bonus as well. So and it's a d20 and not 2d6. So it's going to be a d20 plus your base attack bonus plus your shoot skill
Would it
plus
also
your
plus dexterity?
Yeah,
Oh,
plus
so
your
that's
dexterity.
+3 then.
Yeah.
So roll a d20 +3.
Yep.
So d1 d20 +3. 13.
Let me-
Eddie is readying himself to dash out and grab the pack.
Okay, you're gonna have to open the door to do this because that'll be a check from somebody to have to force this door back open. Let me-
Not that I'm strongish. I'm very dexterous.
I'm
You
also pretty dexterous. I think Teddy is the strongest out of us.
My strength is a 10,
Never mind. My strength is an 11.
but still plus 0.
Plus 0, so it doesn't matter.
Mhm. Okay, so 13. It the wrench kind of like hits this thing in the kind of the front haunch, and it just kind of falls to the ground. It doesn't seem to have affected it at all.
The animal.
Yeah.
Does this creature look as if does it have like mammalian legs? Does it look like it can climb really well, I guess? Is my question.
You don't know if it can
Okay.
climb really well. It looks very much like a giant wolf or a dog. It's clearly got fur. It's hard to see it a little bit. It's very dark and you're under a jungle canopy. So if someone wants to shine a light out,
David,
can
how
see
loud is
better.
my gun? I've got a laser.
not
a laser
not
pistol.
loud, not loud at all, just bright.
I could shoot it with my laser pistol. It doesn't make any noise. It would aggro, but it would get it off the pack.
How important is this communication device?
It's pretty fucking important. If we don't get it, we're gonna have to go through some people, and they're gonna need money to put us back in contact with the buyer, and we're gonna be late to the buyer.
Right. Here's the plan. I'm going to run out and distract it. Shoot it with my rifle. Teddy, you will go grab the communications device, and I will make my way back here.
Are you sure you want to draw its attention like that?
It
If you-
sounds terrible, but it was the best option. I cannot do this voice without smiling, so my character is not smiling. Well, she's all teeth anyways.
Alternate option, you run to grab the pack. I shoot it, and then it'll be on me instead of on you, and I'll be still inside, so...
That would block my return entrance.
If Jimmy Tiganos, if we're gonna be shooting it, why don't we just shoot it and try and chase it off?
Not with a loud weapon like yours.
That will draw more things to see what was making the noise.
But yeah, do we got a bunch of laser stuff? Who's got laser stuff? Just start shooting it from here. Maybe it'll run off.
This
Sounds like
is
a
a
plan.
good option. Thank you, Jimothy.
I'm gonna ready my laser pistol.
I will also ready my laser pistol.
Okay,
All right.
on 3.
This has moved a little bit more into actual combat. So let's
All right.
roll our initiatives.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there it is. Yes. 2.
Where is initiative?
It's on the top right.
That's only a 1.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I hit a thing. Sorry, wrong thing.
How do you 1 plus? Oh, I see.
Okay. There we go.
All right. Doggo.
All right. Let's get one for. And I forgot Lagoshi's here too, and he's awake. Does he? He does not have any laser stuff though.
Yeah, so he's gonna wait.
Just
He's
over
on
in the
hold.
corner, like, not my problem.
I'll roll for him anyways. Jimothy also doesn't have a laser, but again, I'm rolling for him anyways. You never know. Jimothy, I don't need to edit your sheet. Okay. Dang.
That PC's rolling so much better than everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
As
Hey, I rolled a
as is
s-
customary.
5. Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
And I got a
I got a
1.
rock.
All right. So the doggo is Jimothy and Legoshi are kind of hanging out, ready to go. Legoshi's got his mag rifle in case things get bad. Jimothy's also got his mag pistol. He's kind of up there. And actually, I think Legoshi is going to move and kind of try and be ready to force this door open so someone can run if it decides to piece out after it. And Jimothy's probably there ready to help him. That probably makes more sense than them just being ready to shoot, because you guys are both going to be taking up the door space, shooting out of it. And the dog tears into the pack some more. You hear some sickening crunch noises of like, oh God, I hope that wasn't the compad that got chewed on. And then we got Neith.
All right, I'm going to pew pew my laser pistol. Let me just pull up the combat main action. Make a ranged attack. So I was ranged weapon attack. The combat can make ranged attack, two-handed weapon. Build up rifle, one-handed ranged weapons thrown up to views. Okay, so I can do that.
And as it's a laser weapon, you get a +1 to hit, because all laser weapons always get a +1 to hit with.
All
so
right. Modifier 1. Submit. Let's go. I got a 10. Is that good or bad? Oh, it's a D20? That's bad.
It's a D20. It's not great.
Not great.
You hit towards you hit around where the wolf is. You smell some burnt fur. It lights it up. It is now clearly, you see like the coloring of like a wolf or a dog or something. I keep saying wolf. It is not explicitly a wolf.
This large.
Yeah, it's a large canine thing.
The werewolf.
What it came from, you don't know.
Does it take away my? Oh, it doesn't take away my ammo. Okay, I need to do that myself.
Well, it
Does
looks
weapons
like
have
it
ammo?
shows ammo 9 out of
It-
10 now.
It does, but it didn't
But not on the
change on my
sheet.
sheet.
Ah.
Yeah. So that is my action.
Okay.
Can you do
And I'm
anything
going
else?
to sort of move a little bit out of the way so that Scarra can have a shot.
All right. Scarra.
I will also make a attack with my pistol. Just aiming down the barrel, seeing that Neith is just shot, and +1 modifier. 17.
That hits.
One of the only things I know how to do.
For 5
5
damage. All right. I'll go.
And I will slightly move out of the door, but still keep my gun aimed.
Okay. You definitely have its attention now. It doesn't seem to be running away. Well, actually, before I say that, I need to roll its morale, because it might run away. Submit. Success. It does not run away.
Nice.
Great. Love that for us.
So it kind of drops the bag and looks over, and you see there's kind of this burn mark on the thing. And it kind of moves quickly towards the door. I think Jimothy is kind of holding his action ready to pull open this door if he needs to. And probably same with Legoshi. But the dog, as it moves forward, any of you that can currently see through this crack in the door, see that it begins to grow what under its fur, almost like armor plates.
That's good.
That shit ain't good.
And its teeth get longer, and it gets maybe even a little bigger than it was before. And it starts scratching at this door. It's not getting through right now, but it's kind of frantically attacking this door.
You guys hear like sounds coming from the like buzzing and static coming from the modulator as she begins to panic.
You know, I realize shooting at these things with pistols, we didn't hurt it, we probably just pissed it off. You guys have that door secure, right?
Well, that's fucking kind of you to tell me. Lad, we can do this now.
Should we? I feel like we should just start blasting it with everything we have at this point.
Let's hold off on the loud weapons yet. Let's see if we can a little bit longer. And Teddy is also gonna like start winding up a punch to just like quickly through the gap in the door and then withdraw.
Why can't we just close the door?
We might just go back to the pack if we do that.
Or
So-
wear itself out. Sorry.
You couldn't close the door completely before without
Right.
getting power into it or something, because you're having to like pull it closed.
Alright.
Everything is
So
awesome.
I forget, do we re-roll initiative each round or
Nope. This is not Savage Worlds, thank God,
Yeah.
where you have to do that. Yeah, so that puts us to Neith, I believe.
Okie dokie.
And Erstwhile, we will say, is waiting to heal anyone if necessary, because Erstwhile is still there, but also does not have a laser weapon, so is not on the laser weapon train right now.
Okie dokie. All right, I am going to use sorry, I was just double checking my where's my space stuff? It's not in my goals. Unused room. Oh, here we go. That is not going to be helpful. Okay. I've got a knife.
No.
I have a knife. I'm gonna try to use it. We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I have but I'll try to sort of impose myself. So if this thing tries to scratch at anyone, it's gonna hit me.
Okay.
Let's go. That's a 12.
Sadly, no.
No. That's okay.
Yeah. It's kind of hard. It can't really get in there, and you're not really able to get through the small crack in the door very well with the knife. Yeah, sadly, now that it's right on the other side of it, you guys have cover against it, but it also has cover against you, so it's actually even harder to hit now than it was before. Yeah. So from there, I believe we go to Scarra, and then
Teddy, right?
Teddy.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there still a gap in the door for me to be able to shoot it?
Yeah.
I'll try and take another shot at it with my pistol then. Okay, let's do this. +1. 24.
Oh my God, you hit it again. Jesus Christ.
That's another 5 damage.
All right.
Not the first time I've been in this situation, surprisingly. Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah, you hear like a yelp of pain from this doggo as there was kind of like a little digit kind of trying to work its way in, and you shoot it, and you about burn it off. It's just is not happy. And then Teddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and square up, gets into a little bit of like a boxer's pose, and just gets ready to do a real quick jab through the gap and try and boop it in the snoot.
Okay.
I don't think I had any modifiers.
Yeah, I think you have yours built into the roll.
Yeah. That's only a 7. But because of my thing, because at some point we need to talk about level up, even on a miss with a punch attack, you do an unmodified 1d6 damage.
Yeah. So, roll me a d6.
2.
2. So
Still
yeah,
something.
for people who aren't familiar with stars without numbers, a lot of melee combat has a feature called shock damage, a lot of melee weapons. And it's on a miss, you do damage, just because the nature of having to block melee weapons and things like that. So you have a very nasty shock damage with that d6. So 2. Okay.
Yeah, so at punch 1 or better, I already have the shock quality against AC 15 or less.
Mm-hmm.
Does that apply here? Because that's
you're the d6 is going to be better than
so
whatever the
don't
shock
add together?
is. I don't believe so. I'll double check.
Okay.
But because it said unmodified, so I don't think that you punch. They have a shock quality to your punch skill. I really don't add this twice to shock damage. So you have a shock damage equal to your skill? We'll go ahead and add it for now. I see no reason. We might not, but I think they will. That's a weird thing because you get that from the level 1, right?
Yeah.
Actually, that might be an improvement of. Well, no, because we're gonna add it as well. We're gonna add it to it.
Okay, so I think that's just 1, but it's still something.
Yeah. So okay, yeah, it's very clearly not happy with this. Going back around, Legoshi is going to try and get in on this melee stuff. He's going to try and as it's kind of trying to claw its way in, he's going to try and take a bite at it one time. It's a bit. Ooh. And is going to hit for 3 damage. Oh, wait, no. Not Legoshi, you're not hurt.
Suddenly he scratches himself. Oh no!
Yeah. Ah! Okay. All right. I'm going to roll. Okay. Doggo is not deterred by this onslaught. And those of you who can kind of see the doggo, okay.
That seems like a lot of numbers.
There's a lot of numbers.
Yeah. So you see it as it begins. You see some of the wounds begin to heal on it as it then jumps up on top of the bunker.
Is that out of sight now?
Yes.
Shoot.
Okay. Well, I feel like it healed all the damage we did to it based
It's
on
not-
those numbers.
Not all of it.
It rolled 2d6 plus 6 and got a 14 versus I think
I've done 10
we've done
damage.
16 damage to it. So
Okay. We've heard it by 2, guys.
yep. Okay.
Well, it's away from the pack. We can. It probably was waiting us for us to leave, though. But
yeah,
if as long as we keep our eye on the pack and wait,
yeah.
maybe we'll get bored and leave.
So yeah, that is a good idea. I'm just looking at some of the different actions for if someone were to jump out and try and grab it, but you get one move action per turn, and both run and pick up an item are a move action.
Could I this is gonna sound a bit weird. How far away is the pack? Like from us? Like
Um,
I have a climbing harness. If I attached a rope to it and then threw it like and then try to pull back in, is that possible?
I mean, it's possible. Do you guys have rope?
Uh,
Someone
I mean,
might in their adventuring stuff.
I don't. Is there rope inside of this building?
There wouldn't be rope inside the building. You guys had some camping equipment and things like that.
Mm.
And you were planning on camping outdoors. I would say Legoshi has rope because you would have had to hang up your food if you were camping outdoors. So he clearly would have rope. So yes, there is rope.
Logoshi, yeah, pass me a rope. I have a plan.
All right.
I'm thinking I'm gonna attach my climbing harness to the rope, throw it at the pack, and drag the pack back in.
All right. We'll have to open the door a little bit more. I don't think the harness is fitting through there.
Well, while I'm doing this, then I guess keep the doggo off of us then.
I mean, we don't have to open the door all the way, and I don't think the dog can. If we open it, another foot, I don't think the dog's getting in. But it might be able to force the door open.
Better safe than sorry. I'm gonna
All right.
tie the climbing harness to the rope, and then throw it after the door is opened enough. Is that a shoot roll?
Yeah, it'll be a shoot roll. Legoshi is going to be the one who tries to open the door. He's going to instruct everyone to kind of stand a little bit back and be ready to shoot with anything. If it looks like it's going to break in, Legoshi suggests you shoot it. He no longer cares if it makes noise. After that, the healing, Legoshi's like, no, we gotta fucking kill this thing.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so Legoshi will do a skill. Name skill. I'm just going to do skill because I don't care what the skill is. Proficient. Yes. Submit. 9. Okay. Yeah, I think 9's going to be good enough to kind of creak the door open a little ways.
Okay, Amy, you haven't failed me yet. If I miss, I can go again. It's fine. I'm gonna.
All right. Well,
Try and
Before-
throw. Oh,
before you can throw stuff, because the dog goes before you in initiative. You see kind of the the paw, or kind of like the dog kind of leans over, and you see its like kind of arms kind of pawing at the door, but the claw kind of almost like it melts as it begins to kind of turn into a large tentacle that's then growing into the room. As you kind of start seeing like kind of wolf-looking, dog-looking eyes kind of appear on it, and a paw begins to form at the end, and there's like kind of dog teeth on it and whatnot. But yeah, now there's this giant tentacle in the room. It can't do anything because its action was to make the tentacle, but yeah.
That's a no from me, dog.
Yeah.
I just had another fantastic plan, which would involve a lot less. I said I wasn't the idea guy, and then I came up with another idea. Okay, this is fucking terrifying. I have another plan. If this doesn't work, I grab it and then I fly up into the air.
All right. Neith, I believe it's your turn now.
Right. Okay, so this thing, tentacle in my face, do not like. I am going to boy, how can I finagle this? Nope. Okay. I am going to I guess I'm going to try and move it out of the doorway, or like move this arm out.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and force enemy movement. We'll see how well it goes.
Okay.
I have a -1 to both stab and punch.
Okay. So let's see here. This is a combat maneuver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I can hit them. Punch tag. Yeah.
Hit with a punch attack.
So you
no
need
damage.
And they do an opposed punch or exert check.
Yes.
All right. Doggo. Skill.
And this is going to be I assume strength based, yes?
Yeah, because you're trying to
Punch him.
punch him.
Well, all right, let's see. That's an 8. Let's hope he rolls terribly.
That was a pretty good
That's
roll
an
on this
11.
one.
Damn
Never
it.
mind.
To be fair.
All right, so you're kind of grappling at this thing. You're trying to push it out of the way, and it is. It kind of throws you off, and it's surprisingly strong.
All right.
So yeah, Scarra.
Okay, right, I'm gonna go for my first plan. Fuck it. I'm gonna try and throw the makeshift grappling hook to try and grapple onto the pack
Okay.
and pull back in. So it's just shoot. Is it just shoot?
Yep.
Plus dexterity?
Yeah. It should, I think, probably do it for you.
Double ones.
Not great.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a fail because you did it as the skill, right? So
Yeah.
that is a fail because 6 is going to be the lowest skill DC.
I think Scarra is a little thrown off from the giant tentacle.
Yeah, it also makes it harder to throw. You're all ready to go with an overhand throw, and then this tentacle's coming in, so you're trying to get under it with an underhand throw, and it's just
I think
it's
after
not
that,
great.
I don't have my action, so I can't. Okay, is it flying an action?
Be a movement for you. You can just
So
you have a
I'm
fly
gonna-
speed.
I'm gonna throw it to the ground after I've missed, and then run out to the pack
Okay.
and pick it up and just go into the air.
All right. Well, you can make it to the pack. It's going to be. It's sadly a move action to pick something up off the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I've got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly ruffle through. Is the comm still alive?
You get there and you kind of like kick through it or whatever and look and you see the comm. So you can grab the comm in peace if you want to. Yeah.
And now I can see the full monster that is in front of me.
Can see this enormous horrible thing. You see really the only reason you can see it is because of this tentacle coming up to it. As you look up, you see that it has changed the coloring of its fur to be sort of more camouflaged with the jungle above it.
Okay.
But yeah, there is just this big ass tentacle in there. Teddy, it's your turn.
Yep, so now that we have a friend outside the bunker, definitely need to keep it distracted and focused on us in here rather than just turning around and grabbing it. So I don't know how much of this is just going to be flavor and how much is going to be mechanical stuff, but Teddy's going to like jump up and grab onto the tentacle and then just like start wailing on it.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me a punch.
Yeah. Please be good this time. That's a 5. But
All right.
I'll do my
Still looking through.
1d6 plus 1. 5 this
5.
time.
Ooh. Okay. It's not a fan of this. All right. That's going to take us back around. I believe Jimothy goes first. The bunker has been breached. He's shooting it with a mag pistol.
Mm-hmm.
So he kind of comes up to the thing, and he kind of tries to get right up in it. He's like at the door, and he's trying to kind of shoot at the base of the tentacle. Oh God! Very much misses with
God.
a 3. All right. That is then going to take us to Legoshi, which now that something has been shot, he's going to go ahead and shoot his mag rifle because it does more damage. Oh God. 4. All right.
None of us can hit anything.
I can hit things. Just only with my pistol and nothing else.
All right. Stargo's turn. Oh God.
Who is that against?
That is against Jimothy, because he's right up in its face.
You know, that would have killed me in the past.
So yeah, it's kind of right up in his face. A bite kind of comes. The head kind of comes down and tries to bite at Jimothy, and he kind of snatches his hand away before anything bad happens. But the dog, being the horrible dog that it is, gets 2 attacks per round.
Uh-oh.
All right. And as it's doing this, the tentacle kind of begins to sneak up behind Jimothy and gives him a big whack. And you see this huge cut open across Jimothy's back.
Well, that's not great.
This is karma right here. Don't leave your pack outside again.
And it's going to be Neith's turn.
Neith is going to move Jimothy out the way, and she's gonna try and impose herself to take the hits. Can I like defend?
So there isn't really an action for that.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Or like aggro?
you could try and roll a skill that you think would help you in this
Okay.
scenario to aggro some creature.
Okay. You know what? I got this. I'm going to use my fix skill to make my my mask emanate a high pitch sound and have the lights on it blink so that the attention and everything is drawn towards me.
Okay, I like it.
All right, cool.
Question: is it so high pitched it's like a dog whistle, so only the dog can hear it?
Yes, and Legoshi.
And Legoshi.
Maybe 10.
Oh.
That's an 11.
That's really good. Yeah, I think that probably succeeds.
Good at one thing, guys. So you guys just hear this like she touches her modulator, and then you hear this like intense wailing, and then she dials it in, and it just like sort of fades up in the range, and then it's just gone. But you can kind of like still feel it in your teeth.
Yeah, it's that whole, what is the thing where if you do like super high frequency sounds that you can't hear, it will like give people headaches and stuff like that, make them very irritable. You've moved into that range.
But the ears just
irritating.
go like from
Yeah.
up to just.
All right.
That's my turn.
Okay. Scarra.
Okay, I would like to use my movement action now that I've got the pack to fly up into the air, but still have it within, so it can't actually reach me anymore, but I'm going to shoot at it from the sky. I have a height advantage and it has no cover from me anymore, as far as I'm aware. Does it have any cover from me when I'm in the sky?
Does it have cover from you in the sky? Depends on how high you go up.
I'm going high enough so it can't reach me anymore, but not too high.
Okay. And so your speed is still going to be your speed. So you can move 10 meters.
Okay.
So that's not bad. So yeah, what's that, 30 feet? Yeah. Yeah, if you moved the full 30 feet, he'd have some kind of cover from you. Probably wouldn't even be able to see him. You'd be in the trees.
Yeah, I don't want to go that high up.
Yeah.
I'll go like 20 feet up.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm going to take a shot at him.
And you're like a little away from him too. You're not like directly above him. So
my pistol has 100 range, so 100 plus 300. So I'm going to take another shot at with my pistol.
Okay.
Trying to hit the main body. Nope. 7.
All right. Yeah, sadly, does not hit.
Too focused on trying to get away.
And Teddy.
Guys, I'm in the sky now. You can just go full out on it.
Still, I imagine Teddy is like still hanging on to the tentacle and like getting whipped around a bit as it managed to hit Jimothy and is just continuing to try and punch it.
All right.
An 11?
Nope.
Okay, but my pity damage is max for 7.
Dang. Okay.
Did more than the hit would have done.
That's hilarious. Okay. He's back to half hit points. So. He's not running, guys.
I have never
He's
been
not
so
running.
angry to see so many 6 and 9s together like that. Oh boy.
All right, so it comes back around. It is going to be, I believe, Jimothy's turn first. He's going to try and shoot it with a mag pistol. He misses. Yeah, Legoshi doesn't do shock damage with his biter claw, so he's just going to try and do his mag rifle. Does that hit? I don't think it does. No, it just misses. Okay. So yeah, Legoshi's a no. All right. Dog is not pleased with this horrible noise coming from Neith. Oh, 16 misses. Your insane AC.
Ooh, it does. Also, I totally forgot when I'm rolling HP, I cannot roll a 1 because I'm tough.
Oh, yeah.
So I re-rolled it and now I have 11 instead of 7.
Okay. That's good because he would have done 10 damage to you.
Yeah,
if he had hit.
yeah. So I'll take that. It's just this slipperiness. He tries to get a hold of me and I just can't. Or he goes for my legs. Always sweep the legs, but not with me because they're robotic.
All right. Yeah, so I think he misses twice on you there. And yeah. Yeah, I think he takes the L. He's going to kind of run off.
Okay.
Maybe
I taste really bad.
He's not dumb.
Yeah.
I'm keeping an eye on him just to make sure he actually leaves instead of just.
Okay, give me a roll. What are our skills here?
Notice, is it?
Yeah, give me a notice roll.
Okay, what attribute is that?
I'm gonna have it be a wisdom this time round.
Does
Traditional
not matter,
wisdom.
Because I have a plus nothing 6.
Okay. It needs to roll a skill. I will say you keep an eye on it for a minute as it kind of like starts to run off. You see the tentacle kind of grow back into a leg.
And you see it was like hanging on, and like as it left the door, like bumped up against the door frame and fell down.
I'm gonna fly back to the group and land.
And it starts to heal itself again. Before, let's see if you keep.
If I can still see it, yeah.
Keep sight of it as it runs away. No.
Nope.
So you see as the leg or the tentacle goes back into a leg and it's healing itself, you see it kind of camouflages itself and begins to shrink.
All right. Okay. I land back with the group. I'm just like, I got the pack, I got the comm unit, it's fine, by the way. Let's get back inside, close the door as much as we can, and barricade it. The dog ran away and healed, and it got smaller. So it might come back, I'm not sure. Hopefully it's smart enough not to.
Neith starts fiddling with her modulator to turn off the sound. And then she starts speaking, but it's in a different language.
I do not understand.
Apologies.
And should Jimothy be healed by Erstwhile?
So yes. Is anyone? No one else is damaged, right?
No.
Correct.
Okay. So Erstwhile kind of goes to heal Jimothy, and you see the wound begins to kind of stitch itself up. and you see like kind of like little blue specks kind of begin to light up in the air around you. And Erstwhile looks confused, like this doesn't normally happen. And you see as the healing for Jimothy, you see some of his, so you see like old scars kind of begin to disappear as the healing just kind of keeps going. He starts to, he's got, you know, he looks maybe like he's a little bit younger after a minute. And the blue specks kind of begin to intensify as Erstwhile kind of begins to show clear indication that they are in pain.
I'm gonna pull Jimothy back.
And kind of the blue kind of dots kind of fade, and Erstwhile's just kind of standing there, seems to kind of shake it off. They're just kind of standing where they were.
All right, officially, I do not like this planet. I mean, I didn't like it before, but I really do not like this planet.
Erstwhile, is there anything the matter?
Erstwhile does not respond.
Erstwhile? Hello? Kind of hops up a little bit to wave in front of their face.
Something seems to be wrong with our healing companion.
Well, it was quite a shocking event which just happened. Maybe they're in shock. I'm not a medic though, so.
No, they are the medic.
Which is the problem?
Let me. And Teddy is gonna like get a look of concentration on his face, and he doesn't know that he is actively using telepathy, but he is gonna try and do his thing where he gets a. So let's see. I can still do observe emotional state in the target. Intense emotions provide a single word or image related to the focus of the feelings. But I'm up to level 1 now, so. Yeah, shallow gestalt with the target's language. Centers allow the telepath to understand any form of communication made by the target. The psychic has the requisite body parts to speak the target's language. They communicate with it in turn. I can do my transmit thought, which is allows two-way communication with a willing target. But I guess I don't know if Erstwhile can consent to this. I imagine there's like a psychic probe and like, but either way, going to attempt to get the psychic read on Erstwhile.
All right, so you're going for the emotions,
Well,
or
yeah, so
the two-way contact, or both. I guess that it's both, right?
Yeah.
You use the skill.
Yep.
Okay. So as you kind of make this connection, I guess you have to use the skill, right?
Yeah. So yeah, the transmit thought requires a telepathic contact, and it just allows two-way communication with a willing target.
All right, let's pull up the telepathy main skill and see if you have to make a skill check to do the thing.
Opening a contact requires a telepath to commit effort for the day as a main action. Basic forms of contact do not allow...
No, you're good. They would get a saving throw to stop it. They don't for this because they don't allow for a saving throw, but more advanced ones. So you don't make a skill check. They make saving throws is the basic way telepathy will work. Gotcha. And on these things, there's no saving throws involved. It just does your basic one. It just does it. And if they didn't want it to, the telepathic contact to work, it just wouldn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get you get nothing from Erstwhile. There's kind of this, it's not even like peaceful, right? It's a lack of emotion. You feel the connection.
Mm-hmm.
There's no thought coming back to you through the communication.
Yeah, I think Teddy is gonna, because again, he doesn't fully understand this ability yet, but is just gonna think, gets that information, thinks about like, can Erstwhile move at all, and think about, this Erstwhile moving one of their legs or something. Um, does that do anything for Erstwhile, or?
Erstwhile kind of moves the leg.
Those blue specks, they were appearing for all of us, right?
Yeah, you all saw them.
Can I roll a know check to see if I've read anything about this kind of thing?
Yeah.
And that's intelligence, I assume.
Yeah.
8.
8. Yeah, I think that's good enough. So yeah, that's not a horribly unusual occurrence with psychic powers on Pangea. It seems like probably the metadimensional iron is in a large concentration in the atmosphere here. And it just kind of channeled some extra metadimensional energy through Erstwhile while this was going on,
Okay.
amplifying the power.
Right. I think I know what's going on with Erstwhile here. If you just hear me out for a second. From my readings on Pangea, it seems, well, as we all know, it amplifies and psychic abilities and all that. I think it channeled more through Erstwhile, and she's probably just a bit mentally exhausted. Seems like she's awake, but she's actually not. She might have passed out for all we know. So I think if we just give it some time, she should heal up in no time. Be better.
But he is only kind of half listening and has moved on to like. I'm just imagining the improv exercise or the acting class exercise you do, where you do like mirror with your partner, and so Teddy is like moving his arm, and probably Erstwhile's little vestigial arm is mimicking.
It's a little bit. I'd say Erstwhile's isn't like full puppeting, but is like, will kind of bare minimum effort kind of move in a way that you direct them to.
Yep. Well, for whatever reason, Erstwhile is doing what I'm thinking about them doing a little bit, so maybe I can drive them back if they don't get better overnight.
Sounds like a plan.
So we must wait. This is acceptable.
Well,
I mean, we're planning to sleep over the night anyways.
it's been a long day. We've still got to catalog what's in here, figure out what we're taking back, and then hope that the wolf isn't waiting for us tomorrow and doesn't bring any friends.
All right.
This is an acceptable plan.
As if on cue, you hear a wolf howl, followed by a more distant wolf howl, and a more distant wolf howl.
There's more to this chamber, right?
So you all are kind of in this circular bunker thing. There's a kind of like a computer table in the middle of it. There's above it looks like some machinery and whatnot. There's a large like gun emplacement that looks like it would normally have been able to rise up above the bunker, and there's some locked like kind of weapon lockers and just some computers around in here. But you're just in this one room.
Okay. So I guess my question is, does it sound like they're calling to action these wolves? That like we should get out now situation, or
Someone could roll me a no about wolves. See if you know
Mm.
anything about
I have a
wolves.
+0 to know.
also
Yeah.
go
Anyone who
ahead.
wants to roll a no can.
Okay. I'll roll a note. Intelligence 11.
Yeah, wolves don't usually communicate. They're not very vocal in their communications. They largely just use it to find each other. So, I mean, they're grouping up, and they know where some potential prey is. So
Right.
there's a strong chance they're moving to you.
I think we should hurry up. As politely as I can possibly say that, but I think the wolves are probably grouping right now. Well, whatever they are, I wouldn't really call them wolves. Do we
Right.
have like a cart or anything, or like a way to transport all of
Yeah,
these?
we have like a tensor's floating disk essentially.
Yeah, you have some grav carts. They're out. I think they're outside. You didn't bring them in because
They were
they
fine
would have
when I
taken
was
up a lot
outside.
of space.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't go after him.
So I'm just trying to remember because it's been a month because we got here
Mhm.
after a full day of
Yeah,
travel.
It's night out right now, I'm fairly certain.
yeah,
Yep.
it is.
We can travel by night, but we didn't do that last time because we were scared of the wolves.
You're
Mhm.
scared of just creatures in
Everything.
general. Yeah,
Mhm.
But I think it's probably better that we do travel by night now because it's
Yeah.
just I can do scouting from the sky if need be, but and then could fly back down to see if just keep an eye out. But then I guess if I'd fly too high up, then I wouldn't really be able to see because of the trees.
And there might be crows.
yeah. Or there might be angry trees.
Or
The
I've-
plants are dangerous too.
Right.
do we want to sleep tonight, or do we want to just go, pack everything up and go?
Timothy's like, after that bullshit, I'm definitely not leaving any of these guns behind.
No.
Like,
You remember the plan, right, Timothy? That I talked to you about just before this.
Hmm?
Yeah, one about keeping a few of the guns just in case the dealer doesn't give us everything.
oh yeah, and I mean that's true too, right? We get the guns, maybe we can fight off these wolves even easier.
And
Are the guns lockers unlocked?
I mean, unless you guys unlock them. Well, I wasn't looking.
Neith, want to take a crack at any of these lockers?
Ready everything else, and I shall see what I can do. I'm gonna try and
Alright.
open them.
Yeah, well, while she's doing that, we're going to start loading up everything else, I think, into the carts.
All right. You'd have to, so like the equipment you bought with you.
No, the stuff inside the room.
Oh, okay. So that would probably require some fix checks to kind of dismantle some of the computer stuff.
Probably want to dismantle the robots as well in case they come online. Because you said there were like robots in here, kind of thing.
Yeah, there were 2 deactivated soldier bots.
I think it seems like we have kind of 2 competing plans for right now. We have the people who are like, let's just grab some quick shit and go, and others who are like, no, we need to get everything that we can. And there's also the fact that, Erstwhile is practically comatose, and so a quick escape is seeming more difficult with that.
Can we put Erstwhile into one of the cards?
I mean,
There's nothing saying we can't go there, back to our ship,
yeah.
load up some of the stuff, and then just come back.
True. And I mean, yeah, there's nothing in the rule book that says you can't load Erstwhile into one of the cards, but
It would take up cargo space.
That's what I'm saying. We go there and then come back and then grab more stuff. We might have to do round trips because it takes a day to get here from the ship.
Yeah, basically. It's not overly long, but it might take less time now that you've made your way through here before. You don't have to find it again.
Yeah.
It's just a thing of, do we want to take everything, get more money, or do we want to just leave with less money? Less equipment, I guess.
Jimothy
I would
kind of
prefer
oh,
to have
go
more
ahead.
money.
I prefer to pay off my debts to Neith and Erstwhile.
I have to bring these weapons back, or I'm in big trouble. So
Worse trouble than what that dog did to you?
fuck yeah, I'm way more afraid of what happens if I don't bring these weapons back than I am of that fucking dog.
Okay, let's see what, try and get some of the weapons out and ready to maybe use against the wolves. And then we can go from there.
Okay. Is there a way to help in this? There is a way to help, right?
There is a help system. It's not going to be a lot like D&D. So what you would do is you would roll a skill that wouldn't accomplish it, but might help the skill be good, and then you're going to go after the same DC. So, like, for example, if you're trying to help someone, open a lock, open this door or whatever, before, you could have done like exert while the other person did fix to, try and like make it easier to open the door or something like that. One of those could have helped the other.
If I fail on a help, does that do anything bad?
Doesn't do
Okay,
anything.
well, I'm going to try and help Neith open up the gun lockers from the ones that are probably going to be good if I use my trade knowledge, because I did this earlier. I did this like a month ago to figure out how much money this would be worth. Can I do that to figure out which ones would be more powerful in trade?
Okay. Well, so you can't see any of the weapons right now. You just can recognize that there are gun lockers there.
Okay. Does there any of them look like they have like serial numbers or anything, or just like
anything like that is long
inside?
gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I will. Does Teddy have exert?
Yeah, I've got +0, so I have something.
Do you want to try helping out Neith open up these gun lockers?
Don't
Yeah.
want to just let me try?
I mean, you can.
See how it goes, okay?
Sorry, I'll step back.
I mean, if anything, I should, perform and give everyone back rubs to make them more limber and able to work.
I think I'm okay.
Go for it.
Yeah. Roll me a fix check.
This isn't hacking?
No, because it doesn't have power at the moment. You
Okay.
could try and power it and then hack it.
Okay. That's an 8.
Okay. So as you kind of are messing with the locker here, you get the first one open. Opens up and you see these ancient weapons in there. It's just like a huge line of rifles just all the way across. If anyone knows their weapons, they would know them to be shear rifles, which create like internal shear at something you're pointing them at. So like you would see if you like pointed at a guy, you'd see like maybe his arm literally like twist itself off. They're not very friendly weapons.
Magic science guns.
Those are some old tech guns, but new tech for us.
Goodness.
As you inspect them all, they seem to be in states of disrepair. Not a one of them is working at the moment, which sucks, but it's not unexpected. Pre-tech items had a habit of breaking down relatively quickly. They needed regular maintenance and replacement parts frequently, but they're still going to sell for a lot because it's something that they could be fixed up and made working again.
Well, the plan to shoot these things at the dogs doesn't seem like it's gonna go through.
Then
No.
perhaps we should start moving quickly.
There's
Yeah.
one more weapons locker that you could open.
Oh,
Does it look like if I just try to, could I just try and shoot out one of the locks?
So I would say the locks are a lot more complicated than that. It's not like a deadbolt.
Never
There
mind.
is an internal locking mechanism. Neith literally had to kind of like break into a wall paneling and like power certain things to get like this mag lock to disengage.
I go up to the locker while Neith is unlocking the other one. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Somebody else should touch this. And I back off.
if you wait for just a moment, I will fix it. Calm down, please.
I thought we were on a time limit.
Yes, but you gotta give the lady, the space to work.
All right, yeah. So I'm going to need another fix if you want to open this next one.
Let's go. That's 10.
Okay. The next one you kind of get into and you start to do that, and you grab one of the wires and you get a little shock. There's already power running to this lock. It's already a very different lock than the other one was.
Mm-hmm.
And
try to hack it.
Yeah, and I'll say with the 10, you get your compad kind of hooked into it because you need like hard points to hack stuff.
Okay.
And so you can now try and hack this door.
All right. Let me, because I have a hacker, get 3d6 when I roll this, when I'm hacking. Right, I'm rolling program.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit, I used strength.
All right. What
Uh,
should it have been?
+1.
Okay.
So it looks like
Why
it's the
would it-
same thing.
What? It'll be +1.
Yeah,
An additional
it uses a
plus
+1.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, good enough. Either way. So yeah, you kind of get in and you hack. It takes a while to get this one hacked. Not like an insane amount of time, but you probably spend about 10 minutes doing this. And you kind of, thankfully you came a little bit prepared and you knew some of the old code that they used to use. And the door opens and it is not a weapons locker inside here. It looks to be an elevator. And it is powered.
Team, there is an elevator back here.
Oh,
Ah,
well.
huh.
Perhaps we do not need to go back after all.
Yeah, let's get the door open and get everything, the grav carts and stuff inside, so there's nothing for them to mess with outside, and then we'll retreat in.
Of course.
Well, the 10 minutes of hacking, could we have not taken everything outside yet, but could we have got everything together to take outside into the grav carts? Like everything else that wasn't, inside the gun locker.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the guns that have already been unlocked as well.
Yeah. So you've got the stuff that you could easily get yourselves. I assume you're not going to spend the time to dismantle like a lot of the computers and stuff like that.
Yeah, we weren't.
But
Are the computers online? Are they on?
not at the moment.
Okay. Well, I
could
guess
if you wanted to turn them on, now that you know that there's still power in this thing, Neith could probably redirect power to the computers.
maybe they'll have more information on high-tech stuff we could find. Maybe like inventory. I know like I've done inventory in this room, but Neith, do you think you could lend us a hand here and put some of the power into the computers?
Do you think that we have time for that right now?
I think that's a tomorrow project. I think we need to get everything we can in the bunker and all of us down this elevator.
Or up this elevator.
Pretty sure
That
we
is
saw the
true.
top of the bunker earlier.
Yeah, I know. Scarra's being an idiot.
Let us descend.
How big is
Alright.
the elevator? Is it like
It's
a 3?
Pretty big. You could move some cargo in this thing. So you could all fit in there comfortably with probably, I don't know how many grav carts you bought, but we'll say you could fit in comfortably with 3 grav carts.
That's a big lift.
That is a huge lift. I was thinking to myself we probably brought like 3 graph cards, but
We probably put
We
Erstwhile
pile
on
in.
one of the carts to move into the elevator.
All right. Yeah.
into the
Pile.
depths.
Piling in, you move your way down. Let me see here. What do we want to mess with? Fog of War, I don't think. Okay, well, I'll describe it until it becomes necessary.
Fog of War, is there a map?
There is a map. I will go ahead and move you over to it.
Should we take our break?
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a break. As you guys go down the elevator, you find yourselves entering in at the top of this map in this little tunnel
Ooh,
here.
okay. All right, but we are gonna take a break before we explore this facility. So yeah, we're gonna take 10-15 minutes here. We've, got more water, stretch, get some snacks, do all that good stuff. So we'll be back in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, Internet. We're back. We're ready to go. And so I guess let's go.
All right. My Spotify out of here. Okay. You guys are up in this tunnel up here. There's a door.
I
It
did
would
also
appear
just
to be
realize
locked.
we still haven't discussed what we did for level up.
Let's do that
Oh,
now.
yeah. Yeah. You guys want to do a level up discussion?
Yeah. So we leveled up before the session. We are now all level 2, which is probably one of the only reasons we survived the previous encounter. Or one of the contributing factors. So a bunch of us got
For Neith.
yeah. Yeah, definitely for Neith. But we got some more hit points. We bumped up some stats or skills, or like I got more psychic things, and improved my charisma and made my punches even better, which is another contributing factor to the previous fight. The pity damage, as it were, for damage even on a miss.
Just how good you are at punching. There's no way to avoid the damage.
Yeah. It's like-
Doesn't it even affect advanced armor?
oh yeah.
Oh my
what's
God.
it do? Your unarmed attacks count as TL4 weapons for the purpose of overcoming advanced armors. Because you had mentioned before, like normal punches don't do shit against advanced armor.
Yeah. So there may be some armors that you don't overcome, but those would be like insano expensive. Like someone spent the amount of money that they spent on a small ship to buy themselves armor, or they found it somewhere. but yeah. Okay, so that's what you did. Some psychiciness and better punches.
Yep.
What else we got? Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go for it. I improved my charisma, so I've now got a +1 to charisma. I improved my shoot, so I've now got a +1 to shoot, which really helped in the first half of the fight. Certainly not for the second half. I also learned how to know things, so I've got a +0 to know. I've got a +1 to connect now, and also what else? I think that's everything. Wait,
You had a foci.
Oh yeah, I also upped my foci by 1, so I've now got Starfarer at level 2. So now at level 2, I can double my pilot skill for all spike drill related skill checks, spike drives of ships, which pretty much lets me leave the atmosphere better and pathways across the stars. Right, that's what a spike drill is.
Yeah, you want to be able to roll well on spike drill checks when you make those eventually.
Yeah.
Doing a mishap in metadimensional space can be very bad.
And that is everything for me.
All right.
Also, I rolled health and I have a 9 in health now instead of a 2.
Yay. I upped my dexterity by 1 to make it a 14. I added 1 to know, program, and connect. And I took the foci Ironhide, which gives me a 15 plus half your character level rounded up in armor class. So that's why I'm so tough.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah.
What was your AC before?
11.
Oh my god! So both of those attacks would have hit.
Yeah, well, actually, it should have been a 13. I just hadn't activated my armor on the thing.
Mm-hmm. They still would have both hit.
But I wouldn't have remembered to do that. Yeah.
His lowest attack was a 14,
mm-hmm.
and it would have done 10 and 9 damage. But you probably also wouldn't have gone up and tried to aggro the dog if you hadn't done that.
That's true.
Those also would have both hit Jimothy. So at the very least, Jimothy is alive.
It's all for Jimothy.
Mm-hmm. Can't let anything bad happen to Jimothy. All right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you got a locked door in front of you here in this hallway. So what I'll describe is it's not so much a hallway as it is like a small kind of tunnel to this. And I say small, I mean small. It's about 5 meters, about 15 feet.
Is this the lowest the elevator goes?
Yep.
What is the point of having such a large elevator for all this space to have such a tiny corridor?
Well, so that's I'm sorry, like 10 to it's 15 feet long. It's pretty wide.
Okay.
And the door in front of you is pretty wide as well. You know, they're able to move some stuff in and out of here. But it looks very old.
It looks like a locked door. Your favorite, Neith.
And there's like a little keypad there. Like you should put in some kind of code. You're muted.
Perhaps I should see what I can do with this.
Let
me look at this. Let me get a look at this thing.
So immediately you notice that whatever power is going on, it's not currently directed to the door.
Mm-hmm.
But you will probably need to power the door to open it, would be your guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there any power that I can reroute? Like, can I reroute from the elevator?
You know that there's power in the system. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Now the elevator, maybe no, because it's probably just a cable running along the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do it, but then you might not have a functioning elevator, and you don't know if there's another way out.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
wait, I have some equipment that might help you to help. Power cell type A. Would that be able to help power things?
I mean, you'd have to jury rig a little something to use a power cell to power it, but yeah.
Would that be easier than trying to attach power to this?
Kind of you without opening it up, you don't know.
Okay.
Because all you need to do is find power in the thing and then just run it through.
Okay.
That's there if you need it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I will start trying to route power to the door, and if I can't, then I will try to maneuver this power cell second.
Okay. So you kind of open up and you're kind of playing with the wires and stuff, and you find that you can there's power going in here. It's just looks like it's being actively denied to the door. But you can it looks like you can hack in here. You can get a connection with your compad and
All right.
try and hack this thing.
Let's go.
Okay.
That's gonna be a program.
Yes. That's
Okay.
probably intelligence.
Yeah, yep. I will fix this.
Like the idea of program plus strength. It's like that meme where you have like the really scrawny nerdy guy in the first panel, and then like 3 beefy dudes in front of computers who are all like, usually they're sending heartwarming messages to him, but just like the beefiest dudes. Programming with strength.
Were you teddies?
All right. Yeah. So 10 again. Very good.
Thank you.
So yeah,
like I said, I got one thing.
You managed to get into sort of the whatever program is running the power to this place, and you notice that it's active. It's acting in kind of like a power saving mode. And you could, and it's actively denying power to basically every door in the facility. So right now you would need to jury rig every single door to go through it, or you could shunt power back to the doors. It would drain the power faster.
Are these sliding doors?
They are.
If we just, I don't know, use like a metal tool like a crowbar and just jammed it in between and just slid it open with strength, is that a thing we could do?
You could do it. It'd probably take a while. These are, blast doors of pre-tech fashion. So
What'd you get?
it would be hard.
Good job, baby girl.
So probably have Neith do the power.
Yeah.
I do have a concern. If I power all of the doors, there might be a reason why all the power has been diverted from them. Meaning, something might be down here that needed to be kept locked.
Well, I think we're kind of between a rock and a hard place, right? Either
we don't need to explore down here.
That is correct.
We could just stay here for the night and then just leave. We don't necessarily need to loot down here. I mean, the buyers didn't even know about this place. It was locked up.
What is the matter, Scarra? Are you afraid?
I'm just agreeing with you here. We're saying we don't need to go down here.
That is not what I said.
Well, you said there might be something locked up down here.
Yes, which means we should move with caution.
Or we could just leave.
Those in favor of moving with our tails between our legs. Back to the elevator.
I put my hand up.
No one else was there. At least not the NPCs.
I mean, Teddy will kind of look over his shoulders like, can my tail not be between my legs? And like, grabs onto the cottontail and starts trying to, like, not too hard, but like trying to shift it around a bit. And like, I think it's kind of stuck there.
Fine, it looks like we're staying here, but I'm just saying, if something bad happens, I warned you.
Something bad already happened up there.
Duly
Yes,
noted.
that is what I'm saying. I'm glad you agree.
I am going to
Timothy.
attempt to divert the power to just this door. I will use the battery that has been given to me.
Okay. Give me a fix. Plus int.
To the anything from the
That's
All
so
right.
bad. That's the
two
worst.
ones.
It's going to be good enough for
Oh.
this. You're already in. You've kind of messed with this stuff before. The door kind of like clicks and opens up, and then you notice that this is a decontamination center, and there's another door on the other side that you'll have to do this to as well.
A decontamination. That does not bode well. Do we have any scanners for infectious diseases?
I have a combat. No, does Erstwhile have anything? Oh, do you want to look through
Well,
Erstwhile's bag?
so what I will say real quick before we divert too much attention on this, anyone who knows anything about the history of the planet would know that it's not weird that they'd have decontamination, because they didn't know what caused the psychic disease thing at the time. They didn't know it was this mineral. So it seemed like it was a disease.
Okay.
I just tell that to the group. I mean, I've read about this planet.
Wonderful. Then let's move forward.
All right. You have to give me another fix roll for this door.
Leave Erstwhile in the elevator.
Perhaps we should keep our friends close. Fix.
All right. Legoshi will just be pushing Erstwhile right now.
That's an 11.
All right, doors open. And you find yourselves in kind of a large room. There's some chairs. There's a big table here. There's it looks like a kind of dismantled weapon on the table. There's a desk with a computer on it.
Is the computer on?
No.
Nope.
It also does not have power to it at the moment. As you walk in, the other thing I'll say is the lights aren't on. So the lights are also not being powered.
I'm just going to use my torch.
Yeah, I mean, easy enough. Everyone's got a flashlight on their compad. There's a sink in the back here, and what looks like a refrigerator where there's some food would have been. But yeah.
Anything looking valuable in here?
There's a dismantled weapon.
I'm gonna go up to it and see if I can gander how much it costs just from looking over it.
Give me a
trade.
Give me a trade, yeah.
And plus intelligence, I assume. Doesn't matter because I don't have anything intelligence, but 9.
9? Okay, yeah. Equipment, vehicles. So ranged weapons. It looks like another one of these shear rifles. That's what it would have
Is it just
been.
Dismantled?
Yes.
This is a dismantled shear rifle right here, along with the others. So I'm just going to put it inside the card if nobody checks.
Perhaps we should search this building with Teddy in the lead.
Okay.
Well, he was an amazing captain, so
Yes,
captain on.
and he can punch the best.
I am a good puncher. Then I think Teddy is gonna, because it looks like we've got these 3 doors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And points the one off to our left to be like, we should check over there first.
All right.
You'll need another fix roll.
Oh, how
As you
these-
wish. This isn't getting tedious at all.
Well.
That was in character. That was an IRL.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 10.
Opens up.
Yeah, the robot legs like just lower as she like it's just kind of like collapses into itself. There's not like a knee bend to it, and then she like comes back up.
Hydraulic
Yeah.
movement.
Right.
All right. Yeah, opens up. You see this is you see beds in here, some kind of bunker. The other end there's some sinks and shower and a toilet. There's a desk with some computer stuff on it in here as well. And there are 2 locked doors.
Well, I guess just keep checking the doors.
Well, if we need somewhere to sleep, then I guess we can use these beds. If we can't go back up.
We should.
This is perfect for our uses.
We'll probably want to sleep here for the night.
Let us make sure that there are no creatures down here before we go to bed.
That is a brilliant idea, Neith.
Thank you. I am aware.
All right.
Yeah. I think Jimothy's probably taking these computers off the desk since they're like just a computer on a desk and moving it into the grav carts.
Are they just monitors or are they just computers as well?
I think they're probably just the same thing at this point, right? We're already there.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's what Macs are, pretty much.
Yeah. Then yeah, it's pre-tech. They're pre-tech computers. So again, any pre-tech parts you get out of this is huge.
Ooh, let's do it.
Want to try out another one of these locked doors?
Of course I do. This is what I'm here for.
I feel so bad. Like I'm literally useless down here.
You can't tell if she's being sarcastic or just so sincere. That's a 7.
All right. Yeah. Opens.
Which door am I opening?
Which door are you?
Dealer's choice.
I'm gonna go for
Winner's choice is on the right.
this one.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay.
I was more thinking about these 2 locked doors, but yeah.
Oh.
That one also works.
This is the one I opened.
Okay.
Okay. You never went in the room. You just saw the stuff. You just turned around and opened this door. Yeah. Open it up. This is it's got a few more desks in it. It's got some more dismantled weapons and some more computers. And it's got a couple of weapons lockers over here.
I assume going up to the weapons on the table are they also just shear rifles? Can I recognize that from just having seen the others?
Okay. No, this one is not a shear rifle. It's very clearly not a shear rifle.
Can I try and tell what it is? Shall I roll no
Sure.
or trade?
Yeah.
I'll just do no. Sorry, trade. I mean, because it's been
Yeah.
well enough for me so far. 10.
All right. So this is a large, kind of one large weapon. It is a heavy weapon. And it is a vortex cannon. Something like this. So the shear rifles are going to sell for somewhere in the ballpark of 600 credits. This thing is going to sell for 75,000 credits. If you get it working.
Scarra just starts smiling and picks up this thing and is very careful with it.
It is huge. So it's a heavy weapon. So you need like tripod assistance to fire this thing. So it's
Teddy,
like a Gatling gun or a chain gun or something,
Teddy, as carefully as possible, can you help me load this into the cart? This thing, I'm going to say, is probably going to double our pay.
Okay. Teddy will go and try and help maneuvering.
I mean, so it's real big. You guys can move it easily, right? Scarra, you probably could have moved it.
Yeah, but I'm being extra careful.
Yeah. But yeah.
I just go up to Jimothy and I'm like, that one's worth like 75,000 credits, by the way.
Oh. All right. Yeah. Let's keep. I'm liking what we're seeing down here.
Aren't you glad that we decided to continue down?
Shut up. Yeah, I'm
My
I'm
apologies.
happy.
Have I said something to upset you?
He's smiling. He's kind of joking, but he's like, God, a little bit nervous.
Do I
fine.
make you
I'm
uncomfortable?
Sorry.
Is it my appearance? I am told it is quite overwhelming.
You're nothing compared to the dog we faced earlier. I'm just worried that one of those things was snuck down here. I'm being overly cautious. I apologize.
I don't know
No need to apologize.
The wolves could have, gotten the elevator working.
Well, I mean, I have no idea how long things have been down here for. Maybe they've set up their little own pack. I don't know. Pangea is a weird planet. We saw security droids upstairs. Maybe there's some still down here activated. Behind another door, we don't know. And we're technically trespassing, so I'm just trying to be, I don't know, cautious.
Okay.
That door?
Yep. That is correct. As she goes down.
All right. Yeah, you power this door as well. And you open it up. It is not like what is in the map. You see it is got a bunch of security droids in it. It's got soldier bots in here. There are 10 of them.
What did I just say?
Yeah. Sorry.
Neith presses the button and closes the door. This is a room we should not go in.
Scarra's just pointing at it. It's like, I told you.
All right. They didn't seem to be powered.
Good. We're just going to leave them there. Just in case.
There's two
Perhaps
upstairs. We can
later.
deal with the two upstairs. Those.
But if I could hack into them, we could use them for our own purposes.
That might be a good idea, especially if, there are a bunch of the wolves waiting for us in the morning.
We could use them as our own security detail.
Correct.
Is there any
However,
other-
I do not know what their operating system is, so it might be a bit tricky.
It's pre-tech, so,
Exactly.
we can try. Well, if we disassembled them, took their arms and legs off, and then you hacked into them, then maybe that would work. I know that might be a bit of work, but
Would they feel pain? Would that be bad for them to wake up like that?
They do not. They do not have nerve endings like most creatures do.
I'm fairly certain.
Unless they were built with them, which would not make much sense.
I've heard some pre-tech objects have the sense of touch, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they can feel pain. Hopefully not. Anyways, there's some other rooms that haven't been explored yet. We haven't explored the 2 bedrooms up here, have we?
No.
Or whatever those
And
rooms
there's-
are.
And also, is it this room? Is it this room or this
You haven't
room?
gone. Yeah, you haven't gone through here, and you haven't gone through either of these 2 doors.
Okay.
What's
behind door number 1?
Yeah, Teddy would gently suggest checking the ones in the bunk and be like, "Hey, Neith, there were a couple of doors in there, so if we're gonna be sleeping in there, we should probably check what's over there."
I feel like these are
course.
separated maybe because they're like captain's quarters or like, like special officers. I don't know. I'm ballpark.
Perhaps they are large closets.
Maybe. Or more gun cabinets.
Which one are you going into first?
The one on the left.
Left. Okay.
This
Okay.
one.
All right. You open that one. Yep. It opens and it has it looks to be kind of like a changing room with some locker kind of areas in it. Kind of think like a sports locker room to an extent, but very small, right? As it doesn't look like there's a lot of space. It's not like a bunch of people are sleeping down in this bunker.
Is there anything inside the locker?
In the set of lockers here, yes. There are some clothes. And
Wow, look at this. Pre-tech clothing. Hasn't changed very much.
Has it not?
I have no idea. Has it changed very much?
I do not wear clothing, so I cannot tell you.
The legs, I mean, your mask is kind of like a clothing, or is it more of like a technology feel?
Does not clothing require cloth?
Not really.
Well, it
Mostly need to just cover you.
depends on, whether it's more of an accessory or equipment or. I mean, I would say that Neith's mask is really more of an equipment thing because they need it to be out of the water, whereas clothing is usually more of a fancy ornamentation or, not necessarily fancy, only if you are being one of the fancy types, but
I looked down at my red jacket that is kind of like, sorry, red blazer that's popped out the collar. It's like, well, yeah, I can see how you may think that clothing might be fancy.
I mean, there's also everyday clothing and work clothing, but definitely still a difference
It's more
between.
of, I guess, a fabric is more the definition of clothing. I mean, I'm not exactly what's the seamstress?
Well, no.
I was told that
Seems true.
clothing is used to cover up private parts. None of my parts are private.
Well,
Therefore, I do not wear them.
Right.
That's
I never
partially
expected
correct.
to have this conversation.
As I said, other people use clothing for ornamentation and stuff, and unless they are very prudish, there are parts of the body that aren't considered private that they still cover up. But that gets into personal preference and taste, and like Teddy will kind of just start rambling about his experience with people
He
dressing
knows a
up
lot
in
of
clothes.
people.
as you're doing that, you see 3 of these lockers have something kind of weird in them. It's like this interconnected network of nodes that look like they're kind of connected to these bands, and they look about like they would fit on a person. Like, they go on your wrist or your hands or your shoulders or your head.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick them up.
Yeah. They
And
look like they would normally be powered, but they're not right now.
I'm just gonna put them on the cart. When you say
Okay.
nodes, do you mean like what do you mean by that?
Kind of like
Like a
little
disc?
discs. Yeah.
Okay,
There's
this isn't
clearly some technology in there.
me just guessing as mecha. I assume these are some kind of like discs you put on yourselves and then like clothing just like nanotech or something like goes over you. That's just me guessing.
You don't know.
But
There's
who's to
each
say?
one has a bunch, and it looks like they're all kind of connected together through wires and stuff.
Okay.
So putting this on would require a little bit of time, and there's probably about like 20 or 30 of these nodes that would be on you.
And
Is it like fitting for a human or just humanoid?
You would guess.
Mhm.
you said there are 3 sets of them, or
3 sets of them.
I guess we'll just put these in the cart. I don't think I've ever seen these before, so I couldn't even guess how much they cost.
I mean, if you can guess the other things, you can guess this too.
Okay,
So,
well, I'll
this
take a
is-
gander.
Yeah.
Trade. Because if it's worth nothing, then he won't put it in the cart. But if it is, intelligence.
Each.
Eight.
No, you don't know what these are.
I have no idea what these are, but might as well put them in the cart.
it's technology,
True.
and these can't weigh that much, so they shouldn't take up too much space.
No, I could probably just put them in my pocket, to be honest. But might as well put them in the cart. At least keep everything together so I don't forget about them.
All right.
There's one other room that's locked next to us, right?
Yeah.
This one.
Hold for loading sheet, please.
All right.
Holding. Holding.
What am I holding
You
on to?
open it.
13. I rolled 3d6. I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Plus 1.
You easily open this door. It is clearly some kind of captain's quarters or something like that. It's its own bed. It's got its own little locker in it. It's got a desk with a computer. There's a very fancy looking rifle of some kind on here. It's definitely not a sheer rifle.
And I
and
guess
some,
how much money it is.
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, you can keep going.
And there looks to be like some almost ceremonial looking battle armor in here.
6.
6. You're not sure. Expensive. It's pre-tech.
Yeah, it looks fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is clothing I would wear. And just so everyone is clear, this is where I will be sleeping tonight.
Yeah, you deserve it. We wouldn't have been able to get anywhere in here without you.
You've opened all the doors. You can go for it.
There's just a nod.
So there is still one more door that we need to check first.
There must be some kind of power room, right? I mean, somewhere for these places to generate energy. Maybe there's somewhere place like a backup generator that maybe if they've survived.
Or it is connected to another building.
Or that, maybe.
That's a 9.
All right, that opens that door.
And then there's one more in here.
Yeah, you go down some stairs. There's another door.
11.
The door does not open. This one seems to be much more complicated. As you get going into it, you kind of do the thing you've been doing, and you realize the door is already under power. So this door is being powered still.
My apologies. This door is already being powered. Therefore, I must attempt to hack it.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Gets out her little thing. Starts manipulating the programming. The beeps and the boops are happening. I rolled 10.
Okay. It's not open.
Perhaps I am tired. This does not seem to be opening.
Maybe they intended for us not to get into this room. That's not going to stop us, though. We should sleep for the night and then try again in the morning.
So we should move some of the furniture in front of these doors before we go to bed?
We should just Neith could just close the doors to the.
I could make it so they do not have power.
So I think right now none of them do. You've gone and you've temporarily powered them to open them. And yeah.
So I could just go in and close them.
Yeah.
Give them power to close
We could
them.
just close these 2 doors up here, and then we'd be safe.
Well,
'Cause I'm
so
pretty
Depending
sure
on what
nothing
is in
will-
that room.
yeah, I was suggesting that we block off the door to the stairs with furniture, since we weren't able to clear through that door, so we don't know
right.
what's
right.
there.
So we don't have to open it up again. How many of us are there? So there's
There's
Scarra,
6
Neith.
bodies.
Okay.
It's us plus Erstwhile, and then the NPCs.
Erstwhile can sleep in the cart because I don't think they're gonna fit on one of these beds.
I mean, that seems cruel to wake up stiff and sore. We should.
I mean, I was saying that out of character.
There's a lot of bedding and stuff you guys bought with you. You bought sleeping bags and stuff, so you can fix Erstwhile up a bed.
Mhm.
And they still seem to just be pretty out of it. Like they're clearly awake and just kind of like sitting down on this grav cart as you push them around.
Yeah, well, it's been a long day, a long night. We should probably start getting ready for rest. But yeah, door should be closed. Move furniture in front of the way. And then
Whatever you need to do to feel comfortable. I will be in my room.
All right.
You power
You
the
see
door
her-
to shut it.
Yes,
I really
do.
hope you can open the door again. Imagine if you just got stuck.
Well, this is where I die. Neith is going to remove herself from her legs, lay herself down on the bed with her pack, and sleep in total darkness.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very easy to achieve total darkness in here.
Scarra will
Alright.
stay up looking at his compad for a bit, just going over things. He has no signal, so he can't really do much, but he'll stay up for a few hours and then go to bed.
Okay.
Probably keeps his compad under the covers so people don't get disturbed by the light.
I will say you guys were staying up late when the wolf attack happened, so it is now very late.
Yes.
So, all right. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, no problem. I guess if there's no time crunch, you guys can sleep as long as you want the next day or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that comes from Jimothy because he was saying, he needed to get to the buyer to make this sale, but I don't know that we've been told a specific time crunch.
No, I think you guys spending a couple days here is within Jimothy's idea of how long it was going to take.
Mhm.
So he's just not wanting to spend a whole bunch of extra time making contact with this guy again, with the buyer again.
Oh yeah, I'd also probably look through Jimothy's compad just to see if I can find the buyer's contact information.
It's locked. You'll
Damn.
need his password.
I don't know how to hack this shit, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'll
All right.
leave it in my bag though.
Okay. All right. And Teddy,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Gonna be in the same bunk as Jimothy. Not.
Bunking together.
I mean, that's part of why Teddy's here, and there is maybe the niggling bit of question in Teddy's mind of, so I guess before going to sleep, is probably going to try and get a read on Jimothy and see kind of where his head's at, because out of character, Alex is concerned that he's getting too greedy and is gonna abandon us all with what loot he can take, but
Okay.
trying to figure out how Jimothy's doing with all this.
Okay.
So I suppose I will spend more effort, and I will get again at the most basic level. I get emotional states. Okay, and
Oh,
then
and
level 1 would just be communication, but I don't necessarily need to
so, yeah.
do that.
Getting his emotional states, he is kind of very clearly excited. There's I'd say there's like this sort of emotion of excitement, anticipation, and kind of like this materialistic greed kind of thing about him, kind of mixed with some bits of concern, like he's nervous.
Okay. And so it's just gonna, huddle up very close to try and soothe him as they get to sleep.
All right. You all sleep for a while before you are awoken to the sounds of gunshots and some howling.
Teddy will bolt up and everyone's still here? Hello? Hello?
What the hell is happening? Hello.
The door opens. Hello. What is happening?
Is Jimothy still next to Teddy?
Yeah, everyone's here. Legoshi's here. You were all sleeping.
You know what? I think those robots that we left upstairs might have woken up.
But that is good. They are defending us for now.
Well, that's an assumption. There might be other people here for the loot as well. That is another option that could be happening.
That is an option. Let me check something. Are there any open computer bays around, or
There was a computer. There was a computer in the officer's room. It's not powered right now. You'd have to divert power to it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to divert power to that and see if I can access security systems and see what's happening, like what's active, what's
Sure.
and like if what I can see from there.
Okay. Give me a program.
That is a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you hack in and divert power to the computer, and the computer would have access to a lot of stuff inside the bunker. So yeah, you don't. It looks like there is like a place where you would see security footage, but it's not currently transmitting any. You would need to turn back on some security systems.
So I can see that some of them are active, just the two, or
so no cameras are active at the moment, but you can see that there's a place where you would normally be able to look
right.
at
Okay.
cameras.
Can I tell which security robots are active?
So it's not showing any security robots as active.
Is there an option to have robots active in there? Like, can I activate them from here?
You would have to divert power to them, and they'd have to charge.
Okay. So knowing that the ones upstairs probably aren't active. Okay. Neith rolls back the chair, looks towards her friends. It seems that the droids are not active. There is something else firing above us.
That's not good.
Turns to Jimothy and like crosses their arms. Is there anything you would like to tell us before we begin?
What do you mean? Is there anything? The guy I bought this off of,
He could have sold the information to somebody else as well.
I mean, I guess.
Relying on us.
I guess. I mean, it's bad business if he did.
who's to say bad business is illegal no matter what? He kind of sneers at the word illegal.
I mean, if I get out of this, it's going to be very bad for him. He didn't
Yeah.
just cross me, right?
Do you
Correct.
have good reputation with this guy? Does he
I don't
like
have
you?
any. I don't have any reputation with this guy. I mean, the people I work for have a reputation that hopefully this guy isn't too stupid to fuck with.
Well, if you make it out alive, then we will discuss this further. However, the price negotiation of protecting you and all of these items will have to be discussed. Shall we do that now or later?
I think maybe we should make sure we're safe first. But yeah, obviously this is a little more dangerous.
I
Don't
doubt
worry, you guys
those.
will get a cut.
So what do we want to do? Do we want to go upstairs and deal with the people shooting, or do we want to just sit down here and wait? Because we got all the stuff from upstairs down here in the elevator.
A lot of it. I don't know if we actually got everything from up there.
We didn't get everything. We got most of it. Scarra made sure to prioritize all the expensive things.
I'd say the
Perhaps.
only expensive thing you didn't take from up there is the
Robots.
like artillery gun that was like mounted to the ceiling,
Yeah.
but that would have taken a long time to take down.
I doubt they could have gotten it down by the time we got back up there. What kind of weapons do they sound like they're using?
They sound like modern. They sound like mag weapons. There's gunfire and so I mean it doesn't sound like there's not like an explosion. It's not like that kind of gunfire.
Can I tell how many people just from? Does it sound like there's multiple weapons being fired, or
Give me a notice.
trying to get a lot from just hearing things?
I will say it sounds like more than one weapon.
Is the notice? What is that? Wisdom?
Yeah.
5 fail.
You can't tell. It's more than one.
Well,
You don't know how
whatever. I guess they're dealing with the dogs for us. Maybe we should just wait for a bit and go back up after things have settled.
If these treasure hunters are worth any sort of merit, they will find their way down here as well.
Yeah, and we can just be set up with a bunch of guns. Or we can go up there and intervene and see if they're friendly. I doubt it, but
The law of first come, first serve is a tenuous one.
what do you suggest, Teddy?
I don't know. I mean, I don't like the idea of anyone out there having to deal with the wolves, but if they're hostile, they wouldn't hesitate to take us out. See, I'm double checking my psychic stuff to see. I think I need to be able to. Target must be visible or otherwise perceptible to my unaided senses.
And did we say it was impossible to turn the cameras back on from here?
No, you can turn them on. Just got to divert power.
I've got another power cell. I have 2.
It wouldn't power it. You'd need.
Okay. We need power from the building.
Yeah.
Do we want to try to take, while we're here, do we want to take a crack at that door we can open, see if there's more power in there, perhaps?
Well, I think we need Neith for both, and
No, I'm saying we get into that. We don't focus on the security cameras right now. We go into that room if we can get in there, and maybe there's more power in there. I'm just saying, we haven't found any power like sources in this building yet, and there has to be some way when this place was operational for the building to be powered. And from what Neith said, that door already had power to it. Maybe it has more power in the room.
it's possible.
And if we can use that power to our advantage, then that'll be nice.
I shall try quickly. If it does not work, then we will need another option. Please discuss while I am gone.
All right. Lugoshi and Jimothy are going to flip this table over in the middle here and take up position behind it with their guns.
Did we say that cannon, that like big old Gatling gun, was not operational?
Yeah, it's not operational.
Dang.
Probably nothing you find in here will be operational. Like, you'll have to fix it.
Got an 11 this time.
Nope.
Neith, you hear her legs moving out. I am unable to open the door.
You
Dang.
could probably be
Can we
an
do it with a
easier
help roll?
DC to do it from the computer here. It is in
Oh.
the same thing.
I could try that.
Yeah. In fact, you would probably know that. You were messing with it. I'm going to take the 11 for that.
Okay.
It would make more sense. And
Okay.
say that, yes, you can open the door that way.
All right. And then Neith will peek around the corner to see the door.
The other
Open.
thing you would notice while you're opening it, well, so you're pretty far away.
Yeah.
If you're at this desk, you would see that it's open, and a lot of power got freed up
Oh.
opening that door. So you could power some security cameras.
I was
Okay.
right.
The door is open.
Teddy
There was
is-
a lot of power that was used to close it. Please be careful. I'm going to attempt to get the cameras working.
Teddy is already making his way over and down those stairs to go
Same.
and check that out.
I'm also following.
Okay. So Teddy, you're the first through?
Yep.
Okay, you open the door. You see this you see like a lot of machinery down here. It looks like a power generator of some kind. And hooked up to it, there is kind of standing up this empty stasis pod that's kind of frozen over. But it's got a glass front to it, and you can see there's no one inside. But it's clearly being powered right now.
Why was this using so much power if there's not even a popsicle inside?
Maybe it's nothing we can see.
So Scarra, you come in and you're very confused by Teddy saying this, as you see a guy inside this stasis pod.
What are you talking about, Teddy? There's clearly somebody here.
No, there isn't. Teddy will like go up on his tippy toes and like try and peek in through more angles.
Yeah,
There's-
no one in there, Teddy.
Are you sure?
I'm fairly certain. What does he
Scar-
look like?
You see it's a human. He's probably in his like late 40s, mid 50s, somewhere in that range, in good shape. And he's just kind of frozen in there in what kind of looked to be like very torn up clothes. You see like bullet holes and stuff like that. Like he's been through some pretty heavy amounts of combat.
I don't know what you can see, Teddy, but there is a guy in here. He looks messed up. Like he's like completely burned sideways, kind of thing. Like
Well, I would say his clothing is. He looks
Yeah.
to be in perfect shape.
Well, sorry, I should reiterate. He's completely fine. In fact, he's kind of built, kind of nice looking too. But like his clothing is like, oh, it's been through a hurricane of some sort. It's
Okay.
like a fire hurricane.
Okay, before we go any further, just wait right here. Runs back up the steps and says, Jimothy, Lugoshi, can one of you come down? We have we need a third opinion.
All right. You leave the room. Scar, you're down there. And you're kind of staring at this guy in here. And then you find yourself going, why the hell am I looking at this empty cryopod? You're not remembering the conversation you just had about it.
I kind of walk out the room. It's like, why we were just in an empty room? Just nothing in there.
Yeah, there's
Weird.
the empty cryopod and the generators and whatnot.
I will get, either Jimothy or Legoshi to come back down for another
All right.
opinion.
So as you're approaching, you find Scarra leaving the room.
And do I remember that he was claiming there was a guy in
Yeah.
there? Okay, so I brought, wanted them to also see. So Scarra thought there's like a cryopod in there. Scarra thought there's a guy in there. It was
I never
empty
said
for
that.
me. You said it like a minute ago. That's why I went to go get him.
I don't remember that.
Okay, I know we've all been under a lot of stress, but this isn't funny.
I'm not joking. Are you okay? I mean, like, yeah, you just said it was like a lot of stress.
You
We
said
both
there
agree there's nothing in there.
You were saying there's a guy in there. He looks well built, but the clothes are all torn to shit.
Take another look into the room.
Okay. Yeah, there's no one in there. You turn around, there's no one in there. People come in with you, and Teddy, you see the guy that Scarra was describing, and so do Legoshi and Jimothy.
Oh
I am so confused. There's nobody in there. And we both know this.
no, I see someone there now. And does it look like the same guy that Scarra described
Yeah.
before? And it looks just like the guy you described before.
I didn't describe any guy. I don't know why you're lying to me.
All right. While this argument is happening, Neith, you have managed to get the security cameras in the bunker up and running. And you see 3 people in the bunker upstairs. The doors open and they seem to be firing out of it. There is a guy. He's kind of got, looks like he had blonde hair at one point. It's kind of a crew cut. It's graying out. He's got a mustache. He's in some combat armor. And you see he's got some cybernetic implants along his, kind of like on his head and down into his neck and whatnot. You see some on his hands. And then you see kind of what looks to be an older Indian woman, like from India, and a youngish redheaded lady. And the soldier looking guy, you see as he's kind of going, you're seeing the cybernetic flashing, and you see 4 soldier bots kind of coming back in, firing out into the outside as well. These are not the soldier bots that are here. He seems to have bought his own. And
Lovely.
the redhead goes to the computer table in the middle of the room and starts opening it. And you see she's going to start messing with stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna send her on a wild goose chase as she starts to sort of hack into the system. She's going to try and like reroute her path so that as she's hacking, she's kind of like not finding the systems that she's looking for. So I'm gonna side hack
Computer
her.
term here.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me a program check.
Okay. As this is happening, you hear the volume. She just turns the volume up on her modulator. So you guys hear her voice echoing down. There are 3 living beings above us, shooting out into the forest. One of them has cybernetic implants that allow him to control 4 large robots. This is not good. One of them
Shit, it's a space police.
One of them is attempting to hack in. I am rerouting them, but we shall see how long that lasts. We do not want to be trapped down here. Please hurry up, whatever it is you are doing.
Right, so there's 3 living people down there and nothing inside this cryopod.
All right. So she gets in and she starts trying to hack. You are successfully rerouting her for a while, and you see her eventually put down this compad, and you see her just grab out some tools, and it looks like she's going to try and hotwire something.
Neith stands. There is a beep that comes from her modulator.
So this is
as
going to
she
say
curses.
program, but it is not program. It
Oh,
is fixed. Oh wait, no, it's not. I get to rename it again. Yay! The NPC tab on these character sheets is very good.
good.
Okay, not good enough.
Oh
So
my
you
God.
got a little bit of extra time.
Robot legs. Yeep, beep, 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 beep. Down
I'm gonna
to the
go.
room that
I'm
everyone
gonna.
else
I'm
is
gonna
in.
start going back upstairs to see what's up underneath because there's nothing down here.
Okay, yeah. Eventually, Scarra is annoyed at this stupid argument he's having with these three people, making up that there's a guy inside this cryotube, and decides to leave. Neith, you pass him in the hallway.
All right. So
Perhaps
there's three
you sh-
people up there.
There are 3 people and 4 warbots.
He was going to go grab his gun, and then he's like, "4 warbots." You say, "Ah, maybe
Yes.
there's a way we can negotiate with them." Or fighting the dogs. Maybe can you speak over the cameras? Is there a way to talk over it?
There are no speakers in the cameras that I noticed. They are cameras, not microphones.
It's the pre-tech. Who knows?
That is true. Did I notice anything?
You did not.
Yeah. I must gather the rest. What are they doing?
They're talking about some guy in a cryopod down there, but I was down there and I didn't see nothing. It was a cryopod, but it was empty. It seems all the power was going into it, but they claimed there was some guy in there, but I didn't see anybody. I think the psychic energies are messing with their heads. I mean, that's what happened to Erstwhile, right?
That is correct. Prepare yourself for imminent battle.
All right.
I'm gonna grab my pistol in one hand and my knife in another.
Teddy, you're down there along with Legoshi and Jimothy when all of a sudden Legoshi kind of gets this glazed look over his face and becomes confused as to why you're arguing about this empty cryopod.
Just kind of looks at Jimothy, looks at Legoshi. Scarra, come back here for a second, please.
Forgot. Why would I go down into an empty room?
Well, it's not empty, but just for 1 second, please.
Fine.
You go in and see the guy in the cryotube.
What the fuck? Do I
And
remember?
upon seeing him, you're like, oh yeah, I did see him earlier.
I remember that face.
Okay. All of us out together at once, and we'll deal with whatever's happening upstairs.
Should we just open the cryopod?
I don't know how to do that without killing him. Unless it's an easy enough procedure.
Is there a button for it?
No, it doesn't
It just
look like
says
it.
open.
Open here, emergency exit. We need to prepare for a battle upstairs, so let's go
Yeah.
upstairs now.
Do I know that reverting power from this room, would that start the process of it opening?
If this thing loses power, yeah.
He'll probably wake up.
It'll wake him up. Okay. Is that process usually a long one?
I mean, usually, yes.
Okay.
It can buy you time, maybe. They haven't.
Well-
have the people? You've still got the security cameras up, right? Have they
Yes,
opened up the
but they
elevator?
are not close to me. I cannot see them through my visor. They are in the other room. You could go look yourself if you care to.
I'll go look at the security
Alright.
cameras and have a look. If are they approaching the elevator, or are they just staying in the room?
So at this point, as you start to go, the gunfire seems to have stopped. You hear some more howls, very faint and distant. So they must be very close, these howls, because you got a lot of rock between you and them.
Well, The
And
gunfire has stopped.
you get to the screen and you look at it. It seems that the redhead has managed to get some power moving to the door, and they shut the door. And so now they're kind of looking around, and they will shortly find the elevator.
Okay. We don't have much time till they get down here.
What will be our plan of attack?
We could just talk, right?
That is a plan of attack, yes. Although attack is the wrong word. My apologies.
We have 4 warbots. How are we meant to fight that?
We should not fight that.
Exactly. Maybe we can just find out what their intention is. Maybe they're following us because we entered this planet illegally.
Perhaps they are.
Either that or there's other people here to try and, loot this place.
If that is the case, what is to stop them from taking everything?
We could just claim we're from here. You know.
I do not look like I am from here.
I don't think they would believe that one.
You're a hired-on engineer for my legs. I've hired you off-world, and now you're here. I'm human. I could fit in here.
Correct.
Not with my clothing, but
I'm going to attempt to wire the bots that are down here and see if I can hack in. Good luck with negotiations.
Okay, so yeah, you'll have to divert some extra power from the cryotube to charge the bots, but we can get to that next time, as I think this is a good enough stopping point. Discovery. You will be shortly discovered if you are not already. Seems a little coincidental that they showed up at the exact same place you did a few hours after you showed up.
I feel like it is the Space Boys, I'm not gonna lie. Especially that old looking one.
Perhaps.
Or it's another crew hired
They
on.
weren't wearing their badges. They're definitely not space people.
I mean,
my understanding is that they would not police the stuff enough to come chase us out here for this.
probably not. They probably just let us die on the planet,
Yeah, so.
or just wait for us to leave. It's probably most likely it's another crew being hired on, or they just followed us from the spaceport. Because who's to say?
All right.
End of session stuff.
There's a little bit. You guys will get another 3 experience, putting the total experience up to 6, which puts you at another level. You're now level 3.
Wow.
They level you up real damn fast to start off.
Yeah.
And then they slow it down big time.
Is it 2d6 per level, or is it 3d6 now? I forget. For health.
I'm gonna wait
For
until
health,
next time when we have Z back.
Yeah, I'll also
figure
wait.
it all out.
Yeah. So
I
Z
shouldn't-
will have to level up twice, but
Mhm.
that's fine. And then let me pull up my doc, and we can do stars and wishes.
Oh, yes.
Yay.
I should turn off my combat music. This is way too intense.
Oh yeah, I need to get some music stuff going. We'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah, I thought about just pulling up the stuff I use for the Pathfinder game, but we'll see.
I ran a Monster of the Week game yesterday, and I had all this music pulled up for it. Forgot it completely.
Whoops.
Did not use it at all. Not once.
Uh-oh.
I thought about it once during the game, and I was like, "Oh, I'll start it when Tack calls them," and then did not.
But I guess while you're pulling stuff up, I can talk about channel stuff. So we said it at the start. The best thing to do really is follow us on Twitter and Discord, and watch our YouTube if you want to watch our years of content that we have now. But Discord and Twitter is the best place to know when we're doing stuff live. The next stream is going to be on Thursday, which is Elegant Creatures, our Urban Shadows game. Everyone was going on dates, and gosh, I don't even remember what we're really planning to do next, because that game is always bonkers. Yeah, and our schedule is either beneath our faces here on Twitch or pinned on our Twitter. And yeah. Okay.
I'm good. Yeah, stars and wishes. What do people got?
Boy, I think my star is gonna go to David for the like. I thought this was just gonna be like a smash and grab, and then the mystery of like, oh, there's a hidden bunker. What's in the? Oh, we have to open all the doors. This door won't open. What's behind it? Oh, it's a cryostasis with a person in it or not a person in it. What the fuck is happening? And now there's people coming in. Like this, it's just like it started off slow, like, and then you just ramped it up real fast, and I like that. And my wish, boy, I hope that we get out of this situation in a unique and unpredicted way.
Okay.
Sure. Let's see. I mean, I think my star is gonna be, LB and Neith, who is, the MVP of the session. Like, we would not have done basically anything tonight without her doing everything. And the little bits of the, this is not at all tedious, and those little comments. My wish is that we have Z next time, and that we get to see her playing Erstwhile, just coming back all of a sudden, be like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
Oh.
My star. Oh boy, this has been a roller coaster of a session. My star. Can you double up on stars? Can two people have like
Sure.
stars
Yeah.
towards the same person?
Yeah.
No
definitely.
rules. We do what we want here.
Sorry, give me a second. I want to give my star to Jimothy, just for being a little shit. Just because he was desperately trying to do anything useful, but just kept failing, and it was giving me lifeblood. I just loved the fact that he was being beaten around, and the rest of us were like, yeah, we're fine. And then my wish is, I want to get off this planet alive. I know that Scarra is being a bit of a coward right now, but I think it's, I want to live.
He probably has the healthiest sense of self-preservation out of the group.
Mm-hmm. For sure. My star, I'm going to say, was getting to use the wolf. I was very excited to use that wolf, and then the session, as per usual, always goes slower than you anticipate it to, and didn't get to use it last time. So I was excited to get to use it this time. As well as everyone's reaction to it. I was very surprised no one died. Honestly, I was very, very surprised no one died. You guys did a great job. Neith saving Jimothy's life was pretty clutch, because he was gonna die right there. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Just the whole wolf scene in general is my star. And wish is, I mean, everyone's wishes so far. The unique and fun way out of here, that you guys don't die, and that we get Z next time. But yeah, I think just I wish for another curveball, because you guys have been hitting me with them so far in each session, really. Because yeah, the first one was not anticipating you guys to get into the bunker at all. Like, Neith just rolled so well on getting that bunker open.
This is what having an engineer is like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I rolled so bad for fighting, so there's that.
Did you expect us to get into the cryopod room?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another wish I have, is to know why I suddenly forgot, why some people can't see that guy. Maybe we'll find out when he wakes up.
Maybe. I'm definitely excited to see what happens with you guys in the cryopod room. But yeah. Okay. I think that's got us. Got the stars and wishes.
Yep. And I already said what we're doing with the channel this week. So yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Anyone have things they want to plug or promote before we go? All right. Well then, until next time. Thank you all for joining us this evening, either here in person or in the future on the VOD. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.